Welcome back, everyone. Uh, this morning and early of the afternoon, one of my colleagues they have give you a full introduction about our solution for fine pitch for rental, and now this part we will give you a full introduction about our outdoor solution. Uh, of course, for auto solution, we have a different applications with a different product. For example, auto billboard and auto fan page. Now let me give you full introduction about one by one. So first of all, let's start with the auto fan page. And this one, we designed for it, and the minimum we can make it is 2.9 for auto. And what we the key point for this one is this is the first one with the physical connection for auto fine pitch. For the auto product, they will suffer a lot of different in different conditions. So the stable is very important. Normally for auto fine pitch, most of factory they are just made it with the magnet to the cabinet directly. But there's a problem because they have a challenge for the maintenance. But after research, we have designed a special tool to make it to connect with a physical, because physical it will be more solid than magnet. So for auto screen, the safety is always important. Okay, so this is the key point, but of course we will need to start with some basic information. Okay, now you can see here the whole panels. It's about 500 wide and 1,000 high, and of course for match different size, we also can offer 750 high, so they can put up and down. So for screen, they can make 1.75 meter high. So a lot of screen size. It's it can reach it and quite flexible. And in here, the depth of the screen it's only 88 millimeter. For auto fine pitch, so most of the case they are quite close to the audience or passengers. For example, they put a screen, in on the wall, beside of the road, and people just like maybe around 3 meters or 4 meters. So most of case they need to against the wall directly, so it will look much better. If we make the screen with a big box like a 25 centimeter or even 60 centimeter, so it will look stubborn. It's not so fashion. So seam thickness it's very important. And for the whole cabinet, we use the full die casting material. So you mean for the with a stronger cabinet, but meanwhile can keep lower weight. And meanwhile, the most important, die casting can have a better grip control. So when 2 panels or 4 panels combine together, they can have a better performance. Here is the backside of the LK series. And in here, we have some handle for these 4 parts. So when you install it, it can easy to hang up, like this one, very easy. And meanwhile, here, it's a cables for the power, left and right, and in the bottom, the cable the connection for the data. And you can see here, between 2 panels, we make 4 connections with a screw. Normally the screen we always use just these 2 screws. That's enough. But here is 2.9. The pitch pitch is quite small, so the gap is very important. So to ensure we can connect tight enough, so we put 4 screws here, and all the screws it already be put it to the panels. They cannot be loose. It's easy to install it when you build up the screen. And also in the top, we have 2 points to connect each other. Here we just offer you some basic information about our LK series. But when we we still have a lot of other functions to improve the feeling when you build up the screen, to make it faster and easy. For example, here. In all the panels, we put a corner protection before the panels leave the factory, because when you do the package and transportation, the corner, this part, let's say, the LED is explode to the outside, to the like a box or whatever. So the LED here is very easy to broken. So we put a cover on it before we leave the factory, and with a screw connection, can take it when you install it. So when you put up the screen, when you have the screen, we can ensure the screen is perfect. And here, all the modules with a safety wire. You can see here. All the modules will connect by the safety wire, like this way, to the cabinet. Because all the screen were put outside. There was a lot of wind and the snowing come out here, even sometimes with some heat from outside. So just in case the modules fallen down, and if there's no connection, they will it's very dangerous for the passengers. So we have this safety wire. We can ensure 100% there is no safety risky when the screen in the top. And of course, for all the screen, the maintenance is the most important. For such a kind of fine pitch product, and they always need to against the wall. There always no need of framework, because they need to make it as thin as possible to look much better. So front maintenance, it's a key point in here. And for all the fine pitch, a lot of people want to offer this to the market, but the challenge is they don't find the right way, or let's say it's a good way to solve the maintenance. And we find a really good idea. First of all, we have used this special tool to make the first step to release a lock. As just now we said, all the modules was connected by the physical connection. I mean, not only magnet, but also with a physical connection to ensure it's connect tight enough. So our engineer will show you how to release the physical connection, I mean the lock first. You can see the connector pin here. It's very, very thin, because the pick space is very small, and we only cannot take larger tool. Okay. Sorry, it's too fine, so it's hard to find the hole. But when we build up a screen, we have a program. We cut off the power. They will tell you the screen will tell you where the hole. It's very easy to find it. And the second, we have already released the lock inside. So the modules now they connect to the panels with the magnet. So second one, we will use this big power tool to take out the modules. Okay. You see here is the modules. They're totally 250 by 250, and all sealed with IP65 protections. And here is the key point. You can see it can turnable. It can turnable like this one, lock and unlock. So here we totally have two locks here and here, so we can ensure it's connected enough. But meanwhile, we still have six magnets in the round to connect to the panel together very tight. And all the connections here with the connect pins. And in a circle, we will put a silicon circle to have a waterproof. Just now we showed how to remove the modules, but meanwhile sometimes a lot of problems come from the power supply and the receiving card. Of course, there's not so much, but just once they happen, we need to fix it. And when we remove the modules, and here is the control box inside, and with a cover in the top, and although all those cover with connected by the screws here and here, so we have two parts actually, one in the top and one in the bottom. In the top we put some receiving card, and the bottom we put some power supply in there. So so when we want to remove the modules, replace the power supply and or receiving card, we just need to remove the modules and take away the cover. Then you all the receiving card and power supply will explode to you. You can do all the maintenance, then just put back. And this is how we to do the front maintenance. But sometimes, we also need to do some back maintenance, just in case. We put it in one panels. But for back maintenance, it's quite easy. Just have 3 locks in the side. And when we need it, we just release the lock. Okay. 看一下。And here is the power supply here, and also the control box in here. All the cables was controlled by here. So very clean and easy to replace everything. And the most important is here. For have a better heat dissipation, we make a lot of this kind of design to increase the area, to let heat to separate, separate to the area. So when we're running the screen with 100% power, 4 brownies, and after half an hour, the temperature we still can keep under 50 degrees. So this one it's right now we have a right now we can offer 2.9 it's a minimum peak speed, but meanwhile we can offer 3.9. It's an optional, and the future will come up to 4.9 and 5.9. And for the brightness, we can offer for 2.9 we can offer 4,000, 5,000 nits, and for the 3.9 and 4.8 we can come to 5,500 nits. And for the power consumption, with 100% brightness, its maximum is around 650 watts per square meter. And the total weight, it's only about 29 kilograms per square meter. And this is mainly information about our this auto fine pitch product. For most of the case, it's just a big screen there. But sometimes we need to make some special creative design. For example, the right corners and the wave design. So we need to. So normal panels cannot make it happen. Okay, of course you can make it like 2 panels can make connector with some curve, but it's not so smooth. Looks not so good. The image well looks like different parts. And also the connect part will also have some small gap, the black line. So for some really high-end application, it's not so suitable. So for solve this problem, we also make another flexible module to match this standard product. It's this one. We call it WX series. As you see here, the module size is only 250 by 250. So compared to this one, it's the same. It's the same size. So they can work together in one screen. And for each modules, we can see here, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 small modules. And they connect with a flexible connection. So they can be easily inner and outer curved. And in the back side, we have there we can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 magnets. So when you make the framework with the steel, you can connect this one to the framework directly. And then because they can curve and flexible. So the modules can just one standard module just can follow up the design. And of course, the maintenance is also very important. And for this kind of case, most of them, they are front service. We also have a special tool, this one, to hang up the modules. You see here, we can connect the tool to the modules, then pull back. Then the modules you can take away. Of course, here now I think you can maybe you can realize that here it's no control system. Yes, for all the modules we always controlled by a control box. One control box can take 6 modules. They were connected by this kind of cables with a connecting pin, power and the data together, and the maximum length it's about 1.5 meters, and that means a control box can be 1.5 meters away from the modules. So that means you can have enough space to control it. You know what I mean? To do some flexible design. And of course, you know, if we have some, for example, we have some special requirement, and also we also have a cabinet to fit these modules, and but that one also can make better, you know, gap control. And also for this one, we have some real product in our booth, and my colleague is already there. I think he can give you more details instruction, and you can see the real performance. Welcome my colleague, Jack Ma.
我是看着我的脑子里一直在想，我一直在想我要讲什么，讲什么，讲什
Now
么
we。see the real products here, and we see this one is L 2.9 key. We call it Pixel 2.9. This is for outdoor. For outdoor using is waterproof. Fixed installation and hybrid net, and the high IP level. And this one can use for outdoor signage or billboard. So you can use different solutions. Use the LK series. Okay, here we go. After this one, we see another series. We call it the WX series. WX series also is used for outdoor, fixed installation, and creative. We can see this one is curve designing, used for curve designing. It's like a WNX series. We can use this one, make with the L key series make different designing, curve with the straight, and the high IP level waterproof. If you're interested for this both, so please contact us. Thank you.
Okay, so I think from our colleague's introduction, you can know more details about how it looks like and what is performance in a real case. Yeah, and we also, for the flexible modules, we just regarded. I think it's not so clear because we don't make it with a detailed instruction. I mean, how to connect to the control box and how to set up a big screen. And we are just make a 3D videos to show all those details with a complete system. And I think from that one, the videos, you can know more details. So now let's see it. Okay, welcome back. I think from the videos that you can know more about how to use it, how to set up the fine page, the flexible modules, how to combine together with a normal screen. So I think in most of cases, we can use it, and I think it will be a very good performance. Actually, we have already done some cases with this kind of solution, and so far it looks very nice and very stable right now. Of course, the fine page is a future of the, future of the application, and right now they are increased at the beginning and are quite good as far as we know. And but of course, in the market, the big billboard and the roadside screen and some screen in the outside of the building is still the main part, and that is only need like a bigger pixel pitch from like P6, P8, P10, or even P16. And that's also the most popular solution. And for this part, we also do some great product for that. Compared with the old-fashioned product, we're developing some details to make it better, and also can help our client save a lot of cost during the period. Okay, so this is the main product we are going to for this application. It's called LA series, and for this one, yeah, you know that is for big screens, so the panel is always bigger to save some cost. And here the size of the screen is, this one is 1280 by 960, and because and also we can offer 960 by 960 as an optional size, and they can combine together so and reach some special size. As the material of the cabinet, so we still can offer some like 640 in height, and so it can reach smaller difference when you build up screen. And for the whole screen, the depth here it's only 100 millimeter. Before, a few years ago, all the screen were only with a big box. That's almost around 250 millimeters with a big door and a black. So that's quite good, very stable. And but now, when I build a big screen in a very high position, that is no problem. But now the screen looks, more close to the peoples. And for example, we can find a lot of screens on the building in a street. So that if we make it a very thinner screen there, so it looks much better and fashion. So thinner, it's more popular in the future. And you see all the cabinets, the material is with aluminum profile. Compared with the original one, it will be more stronger. Here's the back side of the panels. Here is the control box. We will put all the power supply and the receiving card and everything inside. And all the control boxes, of course, it's IP65 protections. And here it cover for the cables, because all the modules were controlled by here, and we connect by the cables inside, and it's easy to remove it. Please let me show you how to remove the cover. All the cables by here, the black cables, power cables, take all the modules. Because when we build up the screen in a very high position, a lot of sometimes the small animals will come inside to destroy the cables, or the dust will come inside, and also some like a lot of other either bird or get inside to destroy the cables. And if with a better cover, it will be more safe. And meanwhile, the water and the snowing and everything cannot hit the cables directly. So we try to give more protection for all the components to make it more stable. And here is the power cables for the connectors. So with IP68 protection for the cables, they can connect the left and right. Sorry. And of course, for auto screen, the maintenance is always very important. And normally the auto screen they are just designed for front service version or back service version. And we are trying to make all of them in one design. So when we choose a screen, we don't need to have two versions. We just keep one, that's enough. And here we will show you how to do the front maintenance first. We just need to use a very small tool to open the lock. In each modules, there totally have 4 locks in the 4 corners, so you can connect enough, connect tight enough to the panels. And meanwhile, we still have some magnet in the backside to connect to the cabinets. So now we just released 4 locks, so the motors can take away. Okay, let's remove another one. But here is one point I want to remind you. When you build up the screen, we give them power, give them data. When you do the maintenance, you just need to cut the data. Then we will show a 4-point. 4 LED will show the 4 LED will show you where the hole you need to release the lock in the modules. Okay, now we just remove 2 modules. Then you can see here. The control box. For all the, when we remove the modules, then it's open here. The control box has all exploded to us, and we just need to open it so you can see all the all the power supply and the SIM card and everything inside. Then you can replace it by front side. And when you finish the replacement, then just put back with a screw. And also just to put back the modules, so the replacement finished. So very fast and easy. Now we have just now we introduced you how to do the front maintenance, and we just make a nice video to show you how to do it, because here it's quite limited. I cannot show the perfectly, but we made a good videos to how to do it. So let's see. Okay, so I think from the videos you can know more details, even how to replace the modules, how to replace the, remove the cables from the modules. So that would be much easier, and even you can know how to replace the power supply inside. That is quite clear, So, okay. So of course of course the front service is very important, but sometimes in a high building, the back service is also very important. Okay. So now let me introduce how to do the back in maintenance. We just use a very small tool like this way, like this. And you can see here, you can see a lock. Then we just need to release the lock. It's okay. And you can see here, you can tell you which is a lock and unlock. Very clear. Now it's all the control box has opened, and we can release the screws in the top. Then we open the door, then we can see all the components inside. So we can do all the replacement. And around the control box here, we put a silicon circle to make the waterproof. And all the product we can reach IP67. That means we even can the screen can work in the water. So this will be for some very, very strict condition like Russia. This high protection is very necessary. And of course, we also make a very nice video for how to do the back maintenance. And in that one, you also can see more details. Let's see the video. Okay, welcome back. So from the video, I think it's much better, much more professional than me to show you here, right? Okay, for this one, we can offer some, we have some very special specification. We have two versions. One version is the brightness, we can reach 10,000 nits. And meanwhile, the power consumption only 580. And another solution is 7,500, and the power consumption is only 400 watts per square meter. And for a billboard, this is very, very important. Why? One company, they have for one screen, okay, for a smaller one, something like a 100 square meter, and compare with original one, the traditional one, the power consumption can save almost half. Those costs for when you're running for 1 year, that is huge cost. Even sometimes they are more expensive than the last screen equipment. So, I mean, even of course we need to add those components, but we save a lot in the future, especially for a big company, big commercial company. That is very important, and this will increase the big margin in their business. So we hope this design can help you to get more support in the cases. And another issue is, we can reach with all the SMD. With the SMD, we can reach 10,000 nits brightness. And for this kind of LED, we design the LED by ourselves, and only we can have this one. And for example, in the Middle East, sometimes in the afternoon, the sunshine will go to the screen directly, and normally like 5,000 or 5,500, that would be not enough. The image will look not so good. And with higher brightness, then we can have a better contrast, and the image will be clear. So when people go past by the screen, they can see all the content you want to tell them. So high brightness is very, very important. And meanwhile, for the total weight, now we calculate it's around 29 kilogram per square meter, and our refresh rate we can reach to 3,840. So when you have some cameras, or you put in a good location, all the tourists, they want to take some videos, so they can have a good image on their mobile. Okay, so this is the basic information about our LA series, and we finally, we make 3D videos, and in that one we can show all those details about how to put up the screen, and how to maintain it, or how to connect each other. So I think let's see the videos, and you can get a summary from the videos, and I think you can get more idea about this. Okay. Okay, so I believe from the videos now you have more idea about our LA series, right? And for just for LA series, that is more focused on high brightness with lower consumption. But for in the market, still have a lot of cases. They are just need about 6,000 nits. They don't need such a high brightness, and they don't care. They more care about the price. They want to have the price is more competitive, and this one is the standard version for the auto billboard. And for this one, compared with the LA series, and the brightness only 6,000 nits, and not as high as that one. But for about 90% auto project, it's enough. And for this one, also we can offer two sizes. One is 1280 by 960, and another one is 960 by 960. And about the thickness of this one, it's a little bit bigger. It's 103 millimeter. Not big difference, but we're still trying to get it smaller. And in the whole backside, it's flat. It's very similar with LA. But here it's very flat, and we also can against the wall directly. And here's the control box. We put all the the power supply and the receiving card and everything inside. And here also take the modules take by the cables from the control box. Of course, the maintenance for this one is also very important. Actually, this is quite similar to the LA series. We also release the modules by the special tool, and when we remove the modules, then the control box will explode to you. Then you just open the door, just same as that one. And so, but here the difference is they can open LA just open 2 modules, that is fine. But here we need to open 4 modules, then they can open a control box. In the back side, it's 100% same as LA series with the 3 locks in the top, and when we just release it, then we can open the control box to do the maintenance. And for the weight of this one, it's about 32 kilogram per square meter. Compared with the LA, it's a little bit heavy, but I think it's not big issues. But this one, we have the price is very competitive in the market. And we are right now, when you see the broadcast, and you can, in the button, you can see there's a stock list. We keep a large quantity for the LS series. And now I think it's around 2,800 square meter there. Now some of them is in China, some of them in Europe, in Netherlands, in Spain, and or some of them in American. And we have a global stock service to our client. In the beside of the stock list, you also can find some coupon there, where you can get it and you can use it for your new orders. So it's a small discount. It's not so much, but it's of course it's you can use it. Yes, you know, for this one we also make a nice 3D videos to show more details, and just like the LA series, how to install it, how to do the maintenance. So I think it's easier for you to understand. Okay, video. Thank you. Okay, so from the videos, I think it's more clear than what I said. All right. Okay. Just now, I regarded how there is a coupon and a stock list. Maybe some people maybe not know how to find it. Here I can show you. Yeah. So you can see here is the coupon. You can find the different values. You just need to click and get it. And Then you have it, you have the record, and when you place order to our sales, then you can show this. Then they will cut this from the invoice. And in the side beside here, you can see we have a stock list. For this LS series, here you see it's 2,600 square meter. But please remember, we still have a lot of other stock here. For another LC series, it's 260 square meter, and here some LX series. No, we have some 1,000 square meter. We have a lot of options here. So please, if you have any cases urgent, please come to here. Okay, so thank you everyone. Join us today, and I hope our one day introduction can give you some new idea and good support. We have some cases, but of course have a very professional and sales team and technical team in all of the world. And if you have any requirement, just feel free to contact us. And I believe we can offer you really good professional service. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
During this is the Jack Ma from Lady Sue. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.